Neighborhood Network. It's a daily yoga fitness show that airs Monday through Friday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. For viewers at home, we do have a lot of support for you. Besides this program, we also have a website, Yogaxpress.com. We have a blog, a weekly blog that's a content website, and a weekly blog called Yogaxpress.blogspot.com. And if you want to know what we're going to talk about, we never will warn you what we're going to talk about on any particular day, but we do have different themes. Today we have a special guest who's going to take us through Kundalini Yoga. Angad has been with us yesterday. I'm going to reintroduce her in just a moment. For first-time participants, you will get a few freebies, like a book. You have yoga secrets, you have a yoga poster, a fridge magnet, and a postcard. Now, this whole program is based on a simple ailment-specific stretch sequence called 48 Plus. In 20 minutes, we will workshop these 48 postures to take you through, to help you target 8 common ailments. So if you believe you can spare 20 minutes for good health, you are in the right place. I would like to welcome our wonderful guests again. We have Jenny to my extreme right. Jenny, thank you for being here.
Hello.
Beautiful green t-shirt. I love that color. And it goes so well with this colorful ice cream colored mats here too. We have Ashley next to Jenny's left. We have Morris. We have Diliana. I got it right. I'm going to save Angad for the last. We have Kimberley, Janet, Kate, and we have Hannah. Thank you so much. If anyone has any feedback on Angad's session yesterday, please feel free to ask her any questions you want. Angad is an expert in the fields of education and yoga, as you could tell from our session yesterday. She is the director of Amara Yoga School in Toronto, and she knows what she's talking about. So Angad, the floor is yours. We have 15 to 20 minutes. Hopefully we'll be able to. If you want to contact those of you who watched this program yesterday, Angad's email and website is up at the end of the program, but I'll also read it out. Please correct me, Angad, if I don't get it right. www.amaraglobal.com, AMARAGLOBAL.com, amarayogaschool.com, and info@amaraglobal.com. Angad, the floor is yours, my dear. We are looking forward to today's session.
Thank you, Penny. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
So we're going to continue today with some more Kundalini Yoga, and we're going to be working on 10 different aspects of the human being, of the human anatomy and psyche. One of the unique things about the Amara curriculum is that it focuses on these 10 bodies, or these 10 aspects of the self. When people think of yoga, they often think mind, body, and spirit. But not everybody really relates to what that is. It's a little bit general, and it's very conceptual. So what does that mean? And when you break that down a little further into 10 parts and learn about those 10 aspects, then you have a vocabulary for better understanding yourself. And you have a way of knowing more about the inner resources you have and how to strengthen them and how to integrate them so that you can be healthier, more aware, and more successful as a human being. So these 10 aspects, in the first body, or the first aspect, this is your heart, this is your essence, and this is where you have leadership and decision making. In your second 3 aspects, these are the mental qualities. So part of your mind is discerning, part of your mind is creative and positive, and the third part of your mind is neutral. It helps you to be calm and clear and not reactive, make balanced decisions. And then you have your physical body. Everybody knows about that. That's where we experience life. In your 6th body, this is where you concentrate, where this is your self-esteem and your immune system. In your 7th aspect, this is where you project. This is your voice and your intelligence. This is how you have impact. In your 8th body, you can experience this through your breath. This is your power, your authority, your ability to manage your own mind. Somebody mentioned yesterday that they wanted to control things through their breath. Well, yogically speaking, If you can control your breath, then you can control your mind. And if you can control your mind and direct it to work for you, you can better manage your life.
Right.
So breath
I like the sound of that.
breath is important to life. And then in your ninth body, this is where you're subtle, you're silent, you're sophisticated and intuitive. In your 10th body, you are radiant. You have courage, you stand out, you're successful. And 11 means you integrate all these parts at your highest potential and awareness. And then 0 means you develop a sense of self-control to bring this under your control so that you can expand with compassion
It's
and
literally
kindness.
coming full circle.
Absolutely.
Right, Angad, with your permission, I need about 10 seconds.
Yes.
Just to tell. Are we ready to get started?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I just need 5 seconds, actually. I won't even take 10, I promise.
Go right ahead.
I forgot yesterday, I told our viewers I would give them a couple of things, a little bit of housekeeping. This is the sequence. It's a postcard. I'm going to hold it up for the cameras. That's the postcard. That's the fridge magnet that I will be happy to mail to you, but I'd prefer to give it to you in person so I can see you. There's also a little business card. The front is not important, just got my name and contact, but what you have is a sequence on the back. I'm running low on this, but put this in your wallet, stick this on your fridge, put this in your handbag. Just don't give us any excuses not to stretch. Thank you.
Thank you, Banu. Those are all good reminders. Okay, so we're going to get started. You're going to do some exercises that help you to become more aware of these 10 aspects of yourself and strengthen them and integrate them a little bit. So again, you're going to start lying on your mat. So if you can have your feet facing away from the camera and heads in towards the center. And take just a moment in this position to make sure that your spine is long and relaxed and the head and the neck are in line with your spine. Arms are at your sides to begin with. Relax down. To help you focus, you can concentrate in between your eyebrows and just a little bit above. The breath is through your nose, long and deep. And now as you inhale, bring both legs straight up so that they're perpendicular to the floor. So feet straight up to the ceiling. And do your best to relax in this position with your feet straight up, long, deep breathing. You can either stay in this position. If your hands are steadying you, then you can leave them by your sides. Or you can bring your arms straight up as well. So now you have both the feet up and the arms both pointing to the ceiling. That's it. Relax, palms facing each other, fingertips towards the ceiling. You can turn your hands and arms slightly inward so the palms are facing. Good. And now in this position, breathe slowly and deeply. Be aware of your own heartbeat. Your heart, your essence, yourself. Be relaxed and clear. And remember who you are. You are not your problems, you're not your politics, you're not even your age or your job or your gender. You are you, your true self. And now you're going to begin a little bit of dynamic movement, but before you do, you're going to be discerning. So be aware of what's in front of you and behind you, and be aware of your body so that you do this exercise appropriately for your body today. So relax the arms and legs gently down to the sides and get ready for some movement. And now you're going to inhale, raising your left leg and your right arm back up at the same time. And exhale them down. And now opposite leg. Right leg up, left arm up. And back down. Good. Now continue. Powerful breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Arms and legs both come up to 90 degrees. So straight up to the ceiling on the inhale, back down to the floor on the exhale. Good work. Powerful breath through the nose. Inhale up, exhale down. And take note of your mind. Sometimes our mind says things like, I don't want to, I'm tired, it's too hard. And know that that's your positive mind, maybe just needs a little work. So you can not react. You can use that other aspect of your mind to not react and give a lot of energy to those thoughts. Because just because we think something doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean it's even your thought. So instead, focus on your breath. The long inhale. Focus on the coordination of the movement of your arm. Come back to your own rhythm of your heartbeat and your breath. And now on your next exhale, you can relax down on your spine and take just a moment there. Good work. The next exercise, you're going to come to a sitting position. So go ahead gently. Come to a sitting position and I'll explain the exercise.
You want cross-legged?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Yep, you can sit on the knees across. This is just to get the instructions. We're going to do actually 2 exercises. They're both very good for the physical body. They're both strengthening, relaxing, and good for flexibility. So come onto your hands and knees. The first one is in Kundalini Yoga, it's called triangle, and on your 48 plus, it would be called the mountain pose. So on your hands and knees, and on the inhale, curl your toes under so that you can straighten your legs and press your buttocks straight up towards the ceiling. You're making a triangle with your body, pressing your shoulders back towards your feet to the back of the mat. Good. And as you exhale, you can press your heels down towards the mat. Just so that you feel a stretch. It doesn't matter if they actually end up on the mat or not. You're just getting a good stretch. So there's a line between the backs of the heels all the way up, the backs of the legs. That's one side of your triangle. Then from the buttocks down the back, shoulders and arms. That's the second side of your triangle. To feel a bit more of a stretch, you can press the shoulders back and in towards the feet. Breathe long and deep. If you need to take a break from this position, you can always come back to the tabletop position, onto the hands and knees, and take a few deep breaths there. This position relaxes all the major muscle groups in the body. So it's great for the physical body. Take another deep inhale. Hold for just a few moments in this position. And as you exhale, gently lower the knees back to the mat. Always come out of the posture slowly and gently, paying attention to your body. Good work.
Ooh, holding still never felt so tough.
Getting stronger.
Yeah, feels good.
Okay, the next exercise, you're going to stretch in the opposite direction. So you can lie down on your stomach with your chin on the mat. And bring your hands so that your elbows are bent and your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Palms facing down, hands right under, close into the body. You want them right close into the body. Good. And if you can, directly below the shoulders, right below your armpits. And on the inhale, you're going to straighten your arms, arching up, lift it. You keep your feet relaxed, tops of the feet relaxed down on the ground. Your legs are going to be straight and relaxed on the mat. If you can even bring the legs together and the heels together. But the tops of the feet are relaxed down on the floor. So you can uncurl your toes and let the feet relax down. And then as you inhale, press up, arching up with the chest, lift the head, chest, and keep the hips on the ground. Now if you find when you press up and your arms are straight that your hips lift up off the ground, then bring the elbows right underneath the shoulders onto the ground. It's either have straight arms or you bring your elbows into the side and bring them right down onto the floor. So the elbows come onto the floor right underneath your shoulders. Maybe it helps if I do that. So this way. So that way you have a stretch with the elbows right, and then you're stable. Because if you're halfway in between straight and bent, then it's not a very stable position to be in. And the idea for this posture is you want the lower spine to relax. So in this position, take a few very long and slow, deep breaths. Bring your elbows a little closer into the body so you feel the support, and bring them forward so they're under your shoulders. Good. Close into the body and under the shoulders. That's it. And then you feel the curve in the lower back. You can bring the elbows down on the mat so that supports you a little bit more. There you go. Focus on the ceiling, or you can focus in between the eyebrows, a little bit above. Take a few long, deep breaths here. Now inhale deeply. Exhale completely and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, gently lower your torso, chest, back down to the mat. Touch the chin, and then you can take a moment to gently let the head roll to the side. You can relax the arms down. And enjoy that stretch that you did along the spine. Be aware of your physical body. Good. Now go ahead and come back up sitting. Gently come back to a cross-legged position. We've talked a little bit and worked a little bit with the first 5 aspects, which is the anatomy of a human. And now you get into behavior. Now you get into presence and projection. So this next exercise, you're going to be seated. And we're going to do a breathing exercise. It's a dynamic breathing exercise, so the arms are going to be up and the hands are going to be moving, and you're going to be concentrating on your breath. So before you begin moving, take a moment to be aware of your spine. So with your seated cross-legged position, lift your spine, long, chest up, shoulders relaxed so that you're not rigid, straight but not rigid, eyes closed. Focus in between the eyebrows and just a little bit above. Good. And inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Now you're going to add your arms. So the arms come up over the head, stretch them straight up. And now widen the angle so they make the shape of a V. Shape of the V over the head. If you end up touching a neighbor, one of you can scoot forward or back. And good. And now in this position, you're going to start opening and closing your hands. So inhale, exhale, and bring your fingers down towards your palms. Inhale, open them back up. Concentrate very hard at the center of the eyebrows. And inhale, open the fingers, exhale, close. So here you are working on that 6th aspect, that 6th body, concentrating, being aware, conscious of your action. And the arms at the 60-degree angle, this helps strengthen your 7th body, your electromagnetic field, your presence and projection. And your breath. That's the eighth body. That's your power. That's your authority. That's your energy. And you draw it in and energize through the breath. Good. Opening, closing, concentrating. One more deep inhale. Stretch the arms straight up over the head. And exhale. Gently lower the arms down.
Ooh, about time. Feels good.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to do before a job interview, before an audition, when you want to strengthen your presence and your voice and your concentration and awareness. Okay, so now you're going to work on the 9th and the 10th aspects. And the 9th aspect is where you're very intuitive, you're very subtle, you're very silent. So the way to work on the 9th body is first, you're going to do the exercise with all the aspects of yourself except the physical body. And the best way to practice that is see and imagine yourself doing the exercise without physically doing it. So bring your hands into a mudra, so index and thumb, or you can bring both hands resting in lap, thumbs tips touching, whichever works better for you. Close your eyes, concentrate in between your eyebrows. Now imagine very clearly and precisely that you are standing on your mat, that you straddle your legs wider than your shoulders, and that you turn your front foot so it's facing forward the mat, and your back foot is at a 45-degree angle outwards, and that your legs line up with the angles of your feet. Your chest is going to remain open, facing the side of your mat, and you're going to turn your head so it's facing forward. And you're going to take a moment and be very aware of your long and straight spine. And now imagine that you're bringing your whichever leg is front, you're going to be bringing that arm forward as if grasping a bow. Take the other hand, grasp the bow string and pull it all the way back to your shoulder. Stare at the thumb over the bow. Bend the front knee. Keep the back leg straight. Hold this position. Breathe long and deep here. Be aware of your breath, the angles of your body, your straight spine. Now inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Exhale. And relax out of the posture. Relax out of the focused exercise. And come standing on your mats. Now you're going to do the exercise in your physical body as well. So everybody straddle on the mat. Everyone face the wall over here. So we're all facing the same direction. Standing up, facing the same direction. Great. Now straddle the legs so that they're wider than your hips. You might need to turn on your mat. Good. So that you can straddle your legs. And now stretch the front arm out as if you're holding onto a bow. Make a fist, grab a hold of the bow. Turn it so the thumb is facing up. And swing your arm so it's facing the front of your mat. Good. Now turn your head so it's looking straight over your fist. Excellent. Now take your other hand as if there's an imaginary string, grasp it and pull it back. And pull it back with some tension. You want to feel the stretch across your chest. Bend the front leg forward in a lunge. Not too far, just so the knee is right over top of the toes. That's great. And feel a good stretch. This is a great exercise for that 10th aspect, for your courage, for your radiance, for your spine, focus, charisma. Do your best not to blink. Hold it with a breath. And now inhale, stretch a little bit deeper, lunge a little bit forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Come back to standing. Bring the front leg back so it's underneath of you. You're standing tall. Relax the arms down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. And come back sitting on your mat. Well done.
Really felt good. Felt good. Any questions?
Any questions about your 10 bodies?
Or any
any exercise?
Any responses?
What was your
reactions?
experience?
I was so relaxed after the breathing, and when we were sitting doing it, I like pictured I was doing, and then I was like, I went into regular class mode, and I started like reaching out and like looking like, where am I supposed to be? And then I was like, oh, I'm supposed to just be in
That's
my
right. No, but that was beautiful. That was very nice that you had us visualize it.
Yeah.
That was really good. So you can get into the posture much easier. What did you think, Kimberly, Janet?
I felt the 9th and 10th body, I felt very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And like with visualizing it, I think that's so good for like going into an audition.
idea.
Like you visualize whether you have a monologue to do, you visualize yourself giving this monologue. Because like when you're in a rush going to an audition, you're like, and then as soon as you get there, you have to like go. So it's good to have that like 20 seconds to just visualize yourself doing it and then give it.
It's a very good technique.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like the visualization because I myself am fighting a cold, so it made doing the pose a lot easier once I got into the physical body.
That's it. When you realize you have a cold and you realize your physical body's only one of the bodies, you have 9 other aspects to work with and feel strong. Yes.
I liked in the last pose we did how we actually grabbed a bow because I've done like warrior pose so many times, but actually having something to grasp and having a fist made it so much more easy to focus mentally and make it clear in my head what I was actually supposed to be doing.
Good.
Yeah, I find with yoga, as much as I love it, it's so, I get caught up in the physical of the pose and like this body parts here and focusing on those, what did you call them again?
10 bodies.
10 bodies.
10 bodies.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I found it so much easier to just go into the pose and it wasn't so
Right.
much about that, and I felt stronger and just like you said.
It also gave me a wonderful understanding of why
Courageous.
it's called warrior. We think of the bow and arrow. I used to always wonder why do we have our arms out there. Before we, yes, we timed it just right. I told him to keep rolling, but thanks. Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. My name is Banu. I'm your host for this program. Yogaxpress airs Monday through Friday, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35.